首先非常感谢记者朋友们对这件事情的关注。然后呢
From Jason's dad, first of all, he'd like to make it very clear. At the moment, they've read articles where some media have basically said, or some reports have made allegations towards probably a racial discrimination or a racial attack, etc. He'd like to make it clear on behalf of Jason's family that these are speculations based on the comments that were made by the offender on the bus. They themselves are going to wait for the police investigation on the purpose and the intention of the offender, and they do urge people to just look into the actual incident and to understand that impact and wait for police investigation, and that's what they're making clear. Secondly, they're urging the government to improve law and order, restore law and order, especially for the community that we live in, that they feel we should be able to feel safe and get to places safely on public transport. So they're urging the government to really look into the laws and regulations in place to make sure that New Zealanders, like Jason here, a 16-year-old who is travelling on a Friday morning, will be able to travel safely, and parents can expect him to come home safely. Thirdly, as the parents of Jason, they're extremely proud of his actions, his bravery actions on the bus, especially towards the offender with the 1 metre metal rod. To have removed the rod from the offender, but have decided rationally to not go back with further actions. And they're very proud of him because he was, in his mind, going through about the other passengers on the bus, including children and elderly. So they're very brave. They're very proud of his brave actions, but also feel that Jason and the family will definitely need the time and the support from everyone so that they can really let this go and really come out of it physically and mentally.
I really urge the government to improve the safety on public transport because this time the criminal is using a metal rod. So next time it might be a knife. This time it's me as a 6'2", 16-year-old male who has some ability to protect myself. But most of my friends who contact me later told me like they have no idea how to protect themselves in this situation. So as students, we have to take bus to school every single day. We have to take bus Monday to Friday, go to school, back to school. And if our basic safety is not ensured by the government and not ensured by Auckland Transport, how can we as students safely transport every single day? This means we face danger every single day from now until laws that can provide our basic safety is published, and we can go to school with our safety ensured. And also I want to make sure that we Auckland Transport provide trainings for the bus drivers, because this is their work time and their work area. So they have to at least carry out their basic duty of care in their own workspace. And in this incident, this bus driver did not do anything for me and did not offer any help. And lastly, I want to say the reason I can stand up here in front of all the cameras and all the medias is because I feel like we need to show everyone in Aotearoa, New Zealand, that when you are facing danger, there will be people standing up. So I face great fears, and it's very nervous to speak in front of all of you guys. But maybe, who knows, maybe because of me, next time when incidents like this happen, there will be one more person who stand up. And just because that one more person who stand up incidents like this will not happen. So I don't blame people who do not stand up. It is their natural behaviors. But hopefully next time when things like this happen around you, please offer some help, stand up for them, and be brave and protect everyone in Aotearoa, New Zealand.
So, we have reached out to police and to Auckland Transport, and so police are undertaking an investigation, which we've been kept abreast on. Auckland Transport are also working with police. I've also asked, as the Minister, I've asked Ministry of Transport and the New Zealand Transport Agency to work with Auckland Transport to provide me with advice around whether the appropriate policies and procedures were taken into account in this circumstance. I think listening to the story this morning from Jason, it's horrific what happened, and I want to have assurances that everything was done to ensure that at the time, for the safety of Jason and all of the other passengers on board, people should be able to use public transport and feel safe in New Zealand. And unfortunately, this is a very challenging circumstance. I've asked the Ministry to work with the NZTA in regards to that and to report directly back to me. The government's also, as Nancy's already said, taking a number of actions around restoring law and order. And in the budget, we've also got $15 million that we're allocating towards safety for bus drivers, but also public transport, because this is an area which we know is of concern to many New Zealanders, and we need to make sure that our public transport system is safe for all New Zealanders.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest New Zealand Herald news, click the subscribe button below or check out one of these videos. And head over to nzherald.co.nz for more news worth knowing.